Have you noticed that simple tasks like climbing stairs or lifting groceries have become more difficult lately? For many of us over 60, these changes may seem like just a normal part of aging. But what if I told you that much of this loss of strength can be fought, and even reversed, with surprisingly simple choices? What we're facing has a name: sarcopenia, the progressive loss of muscle mass and strength. According to the Mayo Clinic, we lose between 3% and 5% of our muscle mass every decade after age 30, and this process accelerates significantly after 60. This muscle loss deeply affects our quality of life. A recent study from Harvard University showed that sarcopenia is directly linked to a 2.3 times higher risk of serious fractures and a 43% decline in the ability to perform daily activities independently. The good news: while aging is inevitable, severe muscle loss doesn't have to be. Scientists at the National Institute on Aging have discovered that we can not only slow down this process but, in many cases, partially reverse its effects, even after the age of 80. One of the most effective and enjoyable ways to fight sarcopenia is right there in your grocery store's fruit section. Certain fruits contain bioactive compounds that protect, strengthen, and even help rebuild muscle tissue. Forget about complicated solutions like expensive pills or exhausting workout routines. Today, I'm going to reveal 5 extraordinary, scientifically proven fruits that combat sarcopenia. These are fruits you can easily find and effortlessly add to your daily routine. And according to research from Johns Hopkins Medicine, they can make a remarkable difference in your muscle health. Best of all, they're safe even for those with diabetes or heart concerns. Imagine climbing stairs again without stopping to catch your breath. Picture yourself carrying your groceries without pain, all while enjoying some of the tastiest fruits nature has to offer. The first of these powerful fruits might surprise you. Researchers at the University of California called it green gold for senior muscle health. I'm talking about the versatile, creamy avocado, a nutritional treasure that can quietly transform your muscular strength and endurance. Avocados are much more than just a guacamole ingredient. This creamy fruit is a true ally against sarcopenia, and the reasons are impressive. First, avocado directly combats chronic inflammation, one of the main culprits behind age-related muscle breakdown. The monounsaturated fats found in avocado are natural anti-inflammatories. A study from Tufts University discovered that older adults with diets rich in these fats had 25% lower levels of inflammatory markers related to muscle loss. Avocados are also an exceptional source of potassium and magnesium, 2 minerals essential for proper muscle function. Potassium, in particular, is crucial for efficient muscle contraction. Deficiency in this mineral is common in people over 60 and can show up as muscle weakness and frequent cramps. With 14% of your daily potassium needs in just half an avocado, this fruit offers a delicious solution to that problem. The vitamin E found in avocado also deserves special attention. This powerful antioxidant protects muscle cells from damage caused by free radicals, which increase significantly with aging. Researchers at the University of Michigan showed that higher levels of vitamin E in the blood are associated with better muscle performance in older adults. In addition, the fiber content in avocado helps regulate blood sugar, providing a steady source of energy for your muscles. This stability is essential to prevent muscle fatigue and to maintain your daily activities without that constant feeling of exhaustion many mistake for simply getting old. One of the most compelling studies on avocado came from the University of California, which followed 1,400 adults over the age of 65 for 5 years. Those who consumed avocado regularly, at least 3 times per week, showed 32% greater hand grip strength and significantly better mobility compared to non-consumers. Even more impressive, this group had a 40% lower risk of developing frailty, a condition closely linked to sarcopenia. Adding avocado to your diet is surprisingly easy. Don't just think of it as a toast topping. Try adding slices to salads to enhance the absorption of nutrients from other vegetables. A smoothie with half an avocado, berries, and Greek yogurt creates a powerful combination for muscle health, blending protein and healthy fats. For those concerned about diabetes, avocado is a safe choice. Its low glycemic index and high fiber content won't spike blood sugar levels. In fact, Research from Harvard Medical Center suggests that regularly including avocado may even improve insulin sensitivity. And if you're worried about cholesterol, here's some good news. The fats in avocado help lower LDL, bad, cholesterol while maintaining or increasing HDL, good, cholesterol. A study from the U.S. National Heart Institute found that participants who replaced saturated fats with avocado saw an average 13% reduction in LDL cholesterol after just 6 weeks. Experts have a simple recommendation. Half an avocado per day is enough to achieve significant benefits. This amount delivers essential nutrients without excess calories, an important consideration for weight control, which directly impacts muscle health. To keep avocados fresh longer, here's a helpful tip. Store the unused half with a pit and a few drops of lemon juice, wrapped in plastic wrap in the fridge. This slows browning and keeps the fruit fresh for several days. Now let's move on to the second fruit on our list, surprisingly powerful against sarcopenia, especially for those dealing with muscle pain that limits daily activities. It may be small, but its effects are so significant that even professional athletes include it in their recovery routines. Tart cherries, often overlooked in favor of their sweeter cousins, are a true treasure for anyone facing muscle pain and inflammation, common symptoms that often accompany sarcopenia. The secret of this small red fruit lies in its exceptionally powerful anti-inflammatory compounds, especially anthocyanins, which give it that vibrant color. These compounds work similarly to anti-inflammatory medications, but without the concerning side effects, especially for sensitive stomachs, an important factor after age 60. A groundbreaking clinical study from the University of Michigan showed that tart cherry juice significantly reduced inflammatory markers in the blood of older participants. Most impressive was the 25% reduction in reported joint pain after just 6 weeks of regular consumption, allowing greater freedom of movement, essential to maintaining the physical activity needed to fight sarcopenia. But the true power of tart cherry in fighting sarcopenia has been revealed in athlete research. Scientists at the University of Texas found that athletes who drank tart cherry juice before and after intense workouts recovered muscle strength 30% faster than the placebo group. Now imagine what that could mean for your everyday life, when every small effort seems to require longer and longer recovery periods. What makes this research even more relevant for us over 60 is that tart cherry seems particularly effective against low-grade chronic inflammation, the kind that quietly accumulates with age and contributes to muscle breakdown. In addition to reducing inflammation, tart cherries contain natural melatonin, a compound that helps regulate the sleep cycle. Why does this matter for your muscles? Because deep sleep is when muscle repair takes place. A study from the University of Louisiana showed that people who drank tart cherry juice for 2 weeks increased their nighttime sleep by an average of 84 minutes and improved sleep quality by 80%. The connection between quality sleep and muscle health is so significant that researchers at the University of Chicago found that adults over 65 with poor sleep lost almost twice as much muscle over 5 years compared to those with good sleep patterns. You might be wondering, this all sounds great, but what if I have diabetes? Here's the good news. Pure tart cherry, with no added sugar, has a moderate glycemic index of 22, significantly lower than many other fruits. The Mayo Clinic recommends that people with diabetes can consume it in moderation, preferably paired with a protein or healthy fat to slow down sugar absorption even more. The most concentrated way to get the benefits of tart cherry is through pure juice with no added sugar. Just 2 ounces, about a quarter cup, per day is enough to see significant results, according to University of Michigan studies. This amount delivers the necessary bioactive compounds without excess calories or sugars. If pure juice is hard to find or too tart for your taste, there are practical alternatives. Concentrated tart cherry capsules are available at pharmacies and health food stores, offering the same anti-inflammatory benefits in a convenient format. Another option is dried tart cherries, which retain much of their nutrients and can be added to breakfast cereals or yogurt. One important detail: for optimal results, consistency is key. Studies show that maximum benefits appear after 4 to 6 weeks of regular use, suggesting that the bioactive compounds need to accumulate in the body to exert their full protective effects. Let's move to our next powerful fruit against sarcopenia, one of the oldest fruits cultivated by humans, mentioned in texts dating back thousands of years. Known as the fruit of life by ancient civilizations, Modern research confirms its impressive effects on cellular energy and muscle recovery. The pomegranate, with its exotic look and bold flavor, has captivated civilizations for millennia. And now, modern science reveals why it deserves a special place in your diet, especially when your goal is to fight sarcopenia. The pomegranate's power begins with its extraordinary concentration of antioxidants, particularly polyphenol like punicalagin, which greatly exceed even famous antioxidant-rich foods like grape juice and green tea. Researchers at the University of California found that pomegranate contains 3 times more antioxidants than red wine and green tea, both widely celebrated for their health benefits. Why are antioxidants so important for your muscles? The answer lies in oxidative stress, an imbalance between free radicals and antioxidants that increases with age and speeds up the breakdown of muscle fibers. A study from Tufts Medical Center found that older adults with higher oxidative stress levels lost muscle strength 40% faster over a 3-year period. Pomegranate fights this process in several ways. First, its potent antioxidants neutralize free radicals that damage muscle cells. But it goes further. Pomegranate also stimulates your body to boost its own production of internal antioxidants, creating a double layer of defense against oxidative damage. One of the most impressive benefits of pomegranate for muscle health is its ability to increase nitric oxide production, a molecule that dilates blood vessels, improving blood flow. This means better oxygen and nutrient delivery to muscles, making both performance and recovery easier. Researchers at the University of California conducted a study with adults aged 60 to 75 who drank pomegranate juice daily for 2 weeks. Results showed a 30% increase in nitric oxide availability and corresponding improvements in muscle endurance and reduced fatigue during physical activity. Participants reported greater ease performing daily tasks like walking longer distances and climbing stairs. Another fascinating benefit of pomegranate lies in its support of mitochondrial health. Mitochondria are your cell's power plants, and their decline is a key factor in age-related muscle loss. Studies from Harvard Medical School found that pomegranate polyphenol help protect mitochondria from damage and improve their energy efficiency, essentially helping your cellular batteries stay charged longer. For people with heart concerns, pomegranate offers additional advantages. The Mayo Clinic cites research showing that regular consumption of pomegranate juice can reduce systolic blood pressure by 5 to 12% after 8 weeks. This is a significant benefit, considering that high blood pressure can limit physical activity, an essential component of maintaining muscle strength. And what about blood sugar levels? Pomegranate has a moderate glycemic index of 35, and studies from the University of Massachusetts Diabetes Research Center show its polyphenol may help improve insulin sensitivity. However, if you have diabetes, it's best to eat the whole fruit rather than concentrated juice, as the fiber in the arils, the edible seeds, helps moderate blood sugar spikes. Incorporating pomegranate into your diet is easier than it seems. The fresh arils are delicious on their own as a snack, tossed into salads, or mixed into yogurt. Don't be intimidated by the fruit's look. Just cut it in half and gently tap the skin with a spoon to release the arils into a bowl. If you prefer, pure pomegranate juice, unsweetened, is a convenient alternative. About 4 ounces per day is enough for noticeable benefits. For added convenience, pomegranate extract capsules are available in natural food stores, offering concentrated benefits when fresh fruit is out of season. Our next fruit in the fight against sarcopenia is surprisingly common. You might even have it in your pantry right now. Often only associated with digestive health, recent studies reveal its remarkable effects in preserving muscle mass, especially in people over 60. Prunes, that humble dried fruit likely sitting in your kitchen cabinet, hide surprising properties that make them a powerful ally against sarcopenia. While usually linked only to digestion, recent research has uncovered their impressive role in maintaining muscle mass. First and foremost, prunes are an antioxidant powerhouse. A study from the University of Florida ranked prunes among the top 5 foods with the highest antioxidant capacity, outperforming more celebrated fruits like blueberries. Their specific antioxidants directly fight inflammation and oxidative stress, key accelerators of muscle breakdown with age. What makes prunes truly special for our muscles is the presence of polyphenol that appear to positively influence muscle growth. Researchers at the University of Oklahoma found that these compounds may stimulate insulin-like growth factor 1, IGF-1, a hormone essential for muscle development and maintenance. In a lab study published by the National Institutes of Health, muscle cells exposed to prune extracts showed increased size and protein synthesis, two important markers of muscle growth. This effect was especially remarkable because it occurred without any exercise stimulation, suggesting that even people with limited mobility can benefit. Prunes are also an excellent source of boron, a little-known but crucial mineral for muscle health. Boron supports the proper use of calcium, magnesium, and vitamin D, all vital for optimal muscle function. Studies from the U.S. Department of Agriculture show that boron deficiency is linked to reduced muscle strength and bone density in older adults. One often overlooked benefit of prunes is their high fiber content, about 3 grams in a serving of 5 prunes. Beyond digestive health, fiber helps regulate blood sugar, providing steady, consistent energy to your muscles throughout the day. This is especially valuable to avoid those energy crashes that often limit the physical activity needed to maintain muscle strength. For those with diabetes, prunes might seem like a questionable choice due to their natural sweetness. However, researchers at Harvard found that their glycemic index is surprisingly moderate, 29, lower than many other fruits. This means that when consumed in proper portions, 4 to 5 prunes per serving, they cause smaller blood sugar spikes than expected. A particularly interesting study from the University of Pennsylvania followed adults aged 65 to 79 for 6 months. The group that consumed 5 to 6 prunes daily showed a 6.8% improvement in hand grip strength and a 4.3% increase in thigh muscle density compared to the control group. These may seem like small numbers, but they represent a significant reversal of the natural muscle loss trend at this age. How can you add prunes to your daily meals? One simple way is to chop 4 to 5 prunes into your morning cereal or yogurt. Another delicious option is to prepare them as a homemade compote, gently simmering them in water with cinnamon and a bit of orange zest, a perfect pairing with protein-rich Greek yogurt. For those with digestive sensitivity, it's best to start with smaller portions, 2 to 3 prunes, and gradually increase, allowing your system to adapt. Soaking prunes in warm water for 15 to 20 minutes before eating also makes them softer and potentially easier to digest. If you're taking certain medications, like blood thinners, talk to your doctor before significantly increasing prune intake, as their vitamin K content may interact with some treatments. Our fifth and final powerful fruit against sarcopenia is a true surprise, perhaps the most common and accessible of them all, found in markets year-round. This fruit contains a special compound in its peel that scientists are studying as a potential breakthrough in treating age-related muscle loss. The apple hides a valuable treasure in its skin, ursolic acid, a compound that's revolutionizing sarcopenia research. Researchers at the University of Iowa discovered that this compound may stimulate muscle growth and reduce age-related atrophy. In animal studies, ursolic acid increased muscle mass by 10%, even without changes in physical activity. The mechanism is impressive. Ursolic acid blocks genes that promote muscle breakdown and activates pathways that boost protein synthesis. Preliminary studies in humans show that people who consume apples with the skin have higher levels of IGF-1, a key muscle growth hormone, and reduced myostatin, a protein that inhibits muscle development. Apples also contain quercetin, an antioxidant that protects muscle cells and preserves mitochondrial function, resulting in better stamina during daily activities. For diabetics, they're an excellent choice thanks to their low glycemic index, 38. A Harvard study linked eating 1 apple a day to a 28% reduced risk of developing type 2 diabetes. The recommendation is simple: 1 medium apple a day, with the skin. That's where the ursolic acid is concentrated, so don't peel it. If you're concerned about pesticides, choose organic apples or wash conventional ones thoroughly. Integrating apples into your diet is easy. Enjoy them fresh as a snack, add slices to salads, or pair them with protein like cottage cheese to boost muscle health. Now that we've explored these 5 powerful fruits against sarcopenia, let's talk about how to put them into action in a practical strategy for regaining strength, mobility, and independence. To recap, avocado strengthens muscle cells with healthy fats and essential minerals. Tart cherry eases inflammation and improves sleep for better recovery. Pomegranate enhances blood flow and protects mitochondria. Prunes stimulate muscle growth via IGF-1. Apples, with ursolic acid in their peel, block muscle breakdown. How to implement it? Simplicity is key. Add 2 of these fruits to your daily routine, rotating them throughout the week. Half an avocado for breakfast every other day, and an apple in the afternoon. On alternate days, try prunes in your morning cereal and tart cherry or pomegranate juice before lunch. This approach ensures nutritional variety while keeping your plan simple. And remember, consistency beats perfection. A sustainable moderate plan is far better than an ambitious routine that's quickly abandoned. Complement this nutritional strategy with some physical activity. Stanford University research shows that adults over 65 who combined an antioxidant-rich diet with moderate exercise experienced 60% less muscle loss over 5 years. Even seated exercises, like lifting canned goods or squeezing a stress ball, can help preserve strength when paired with good nutrition. Include lean protein with every meal, the fundamental building block of muscle, to create a powerful synergy against